Once, not very long ago, in a town in Italy, there lived a boy called Aldo. His father, Mr. Moltilere, was a businessman and he owned a large sausage factory. Aldo's father adored sausages. He ate them at every meal. He dreamt about them at night. And he never spoke of anything else. Aldo's mother and 8 brothers and sisters all lived for sausages too. Even Aldo, they said, was not too young to join the family business and run errands. Aldo was sick of sausage talk and he hated running errands. Only when his mother said, "Aldo, take these new sausage skins to the factory quickly, please," would he cheer up. For then, there was the chance of seeing his great friend Ignazio, who looked after the factory furnace. Ignazio always had time to listen. He would nod encouragement as Aldo talked on and on, not about sausages, but about the great machines he longed to build. Mr. Moltilere could not understand Aldo. "Why are you so different from us?" he would complain. "A boy who is tired of sausages is tired of life." But when Aldo offered to design a fantastic atomic sausage maker, no one would listen to him. Then, one day, as Aldo was bringing his mother a new recipe for sausage meat, he saw a cycle race flash through the streets. In an instant, Aldo realized what he wanted to do. "Aldo, the bicycle builder," he murmured. He wandered the streets in a daze for a bigger, better, and more beautiful bike by Aldo's Jetomatic pedalopede, he dreamed. It was night before Aldo remembered to return home with his mother's recipe. His family were furious, but he was too excited even to notice. After that, Aldo escaped to visit Ignazio more often than ever. Together, they spent long hours in earnest conversation. But at home, the Moltilere family was in an uproar. Things had begun to disappear. The vacuum cleaner, 6 pairs of boots and shoes, a brass curtain rail, the curtain rods, an armchair and a cushion, 6 broom handles and a mop, some wire coat hangers, parts of the sewing machine, an umbrella, a pair of gloves, most of the lawnmower, and the TV aerial. But Aldo had nothing to say. One morning, 3 weeks later, the town was thick with tourists. Everyone was crowding in to see the sensational Super Save cyclists. Their daring deeds on bicycles were as famous as the Super Save hot dogs they urged people to buy. And Mr. Super Save himself was at that very moment calling on the Moltileres. "Look," he told Aldo's mother, "there's a big hungry crowd out there wanting hot dogs. You've got to sell me 50 million sausages by noon today." The whole family gasped. 50 million sausages! The world's largest ever sausage sale! But Mr. Moltilere was in town all day visiting customers, and only he could deal with such a large an order. How could they find Mr. Moltilere among all those people, and when found, get him home by noon? "I'll find him," whispered Aldo. "Oh, Aldo, you're better at losing things than finding them. Father could be just anywhere." But Aldo was no longer listening. He was sprinting to the factory. "Ignazio," he cried, "the machine, quick!" In a trice, Ignazio produced the bicycle, which he and Aldo had secretly been making out of certain spare parts. "No time to explain now," called Aldo as he leapt onto the saddle. But his heart swelled with pride at the cries of admiration as he pedaled out of the factory gates. Aldo's Jetomatic pedalopede was indeed remarkable. No other machine could have forced its way through the crowds without hurting anybody. No other cycle could have climbed steps or crossed canals. No one but Aldo could have found Mr. Moltilere so quickly and delivered his message. "Aldo, you amaze me!" and his father with a rare smile. "Jump on that contraption and take me to Mr. Super Save as fast as you can." With his extra load, Aldo needed all his cycling skill. The crowd cheered at the sight of the town's famous sausage maker mounted on the pedalopede. They thought it was part of the Super Save cycling act. Aldo pedaled proudly up to the Moltilere mansion. His 4 brothers fought for the honor of helping Aldo and his father dismount. His 4 sisters kissed him till his cheeks tingled, while his mother wept for joy. "Hurrah for Alto Motilere!" everyone cheered. Within seconds, everything was agreed. Mr. Motilere issued a flood of orders, and every machine in the factory started working at top speed, making super safe sausages. All 50 million were ready by noon. Everyone was delighted. With the money from the sale, Mr. Motilere could build the largest sausage factory in Italy. Mrs. Motilere could have her very own messenger, and the children could attend the world-famous school for spicier sausages. Mr. Super Save smiled more happily than anyone. "There's just one more thing. That Aldo's quite a lad. I want him for my sensational Super Save cycle team. His design will make us even more famous." "What do you mean?" frowned Mr. Motilere, already planning his new factory. "Super Save have the best designs and the best writers in the whole of Italy," Aldo explained. "Why, of course," added Mr. Super Save. "It's my champion cycle team that helps me sell so many sausages." At the word sausages, Mr. Motilere came to life. "How dare you!" he roared at Mr. Super Save. "Aldo's my son! If he designs for anyone, he designs for me." And for once he and Aldo smiled at one another in perfect understanding. Now Aldo is hard at work designing his supersonic sausage-on-a-stick stall. He hopes this will win the world land speed record, as well as selling more sausages. Already, his super-calibrated sausage slicer has revolutionized the factory. And Mr. Motilere himself admits that there's more to life than sausages, even 50 million of them. The end.